Why you should be reviewing your application for disability insurance before you file your disability insurance claim. Now, do you remember filling out your application for individual disability insurance? Probably not. And you might have done it by yourself, or you might have done it with the help of an agent or someone else. But what you put on that application can make or break your subsequent disability insurance claim. So before you stop work and apply for benefits, you really want to look at that policy and see what you put on the application and see whether or not there's any riders that have been attached to that policy. So let me tell you the story of one of my clients who did not follow that advice and why the failure to get a copy of the application for his disability insurance company doomed his claim. In fact, it caused the disability carrier to claim that he was committing fraud. The application for disability insurance coverage asks all sorts of questions, including the nature of your occupation and your past medical history. If you're not truthful about any of that, ultimately this can result in a claims denial. And he lied about his past medical history. He denied prior back problems, denied prior problems with his neck. He denied treatment for either body part. In fact, he had been diagnosed with a herniated disc both in his neck and his low back. He had undergone MRIs. He had gotten treatment. And when he applied for his disability insurance benefits, he didn't get a copy of that application first to read what it is he had put on the application. That was problematic because his claim was, guess what, based on a claim for a neck condition, a cervical herniated disc. The claim was fraudulent because he had misrepresented on that claim the fact that he had had a prior. So what did the carrier do? They're always looking for coverage defenses. So they looked at that application, then they looked at his medical records, and they said, look, in the medical records, there's a history of cervical issues for which you've had diagnostic studies and treatment. But on the claim, you denied that you had prior medical conditions, including a cervical condition. Clearly, that's fraud. So when they completed their investigation, they said, look, we are going to send back the premium, we're going to rescind the policy, and we're going to sue you for insurance fraud. And obviously, that was a particular problem because at that point, a lawsuit had been filed, and we ultimately had to dismiss the lawsuit with prejudice. They hired an attorney to file a motion to rescind and a motion to dismiss. And they alleged, obviously, that the client had committed fraud. And now you have to remember, this is public record. They wanted a disability claim not only dismissed, but they wanted a judge to say, hey, this is fraud. And by the way, we're going to refer this to the Department of Insurance for investigation for fraud and a criminal referral. So clearly, you can see this is a problem. Before you stop work and apply for benefits, you should get a copy of your disability insurance application. If you can get it from the agent, that's great. Otherwise, get it from the carrier. Look at it. What did you say? Did you have problems or did you not have problems? And get your medical records. What did you report to your treating physician about whether you had prior problems and what were the nature of those problems? And what are you claiming as the basis of your disability claim? Obviously, this was not a happy outcome for my client in that he didn't get his benefits, he got his premium back, but ultimately they agreed they would not prosecute him for fraud or move forward with any kinds of criminal activity. Don't make a crucial mistake like that. 727-894-3188. If you've got any questions about your disability insurance application, call me today, 727-894-3188, for a complimentary consultation.